Live look at downtown Bakersfield, where it's a good idea to stay inside and read a book. Another scorcher of a summer day here in Kern County. Brendan Michaels joining us with more now. And Brandon, we better keep that AC on high. It doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely not. We're going to be staying at the very least in the triple digits for the next several days here. And that's been what we've been dealing with since really last week. And something else we've been dealing with on and on since last week is this monsoon moisture. It's been kind of popping up, going away, popping back up. And we're definitely on a day where it's brought back into Kern County. We've seen a little bit of lightning and thunder here in the county, but most of it has been away from us over into San Bernardino County and then along the Sierra Nevada to our north. So we haven't had too much to worry about here in Kern. And we're going to see as we look at the radar loop over the past hour, the little bit of activity we had down toward Pine Mountain Club is kind of fizzling away now. And even over in eastern Kern, that's not a lot of activity over there. That's pretty typical. These are kind of driven by the daytime heating. So as we get into the late afternoon and especially into the early evening hours, we generally start to see this activity kind of fade away. And that's been the case here today. So we're not really too concerned with the rest of the evening, but we'll still keep our eyes on the radar. Here's what's going on. This is a familiar sight, right? High pressure. We've been tracking it for quite some time, and we've been tracking it pushing some of that moisture into Kern County. That was definitely the case today. Tomorrow, that does not look to be a real factor for us here. It's going to be mainly away from us, over to our north. So Nevada, Utah, and sure, maybe along the Sierra Nevada, well to our north, we could see a little bit of thunderstorm activity, but we're really not expecting too much of that into the day tomorrow. So we're not really looking forward to much of that, but we are looking forward to more heat. But I wouldn't exactly say looking forward to it. 106 in Bakersfield tomorrow. So that high pressure still has control of our temperatures, even though it's not bringing us any moisture. 106 in Arvin, 92 high temperature in Lebec, 105 over in Buttonwillow, and those temperatures over 105 in China Lake. The good news, we're kind of past the peak of the heat. China Lake hit 113 this weekend. Bakersfield hit 110 this weekend. We're not going to touch that anytime soon. Temperatures gusting, winds gusting about 25 miles per hour in eastern Kern tomorrow, up to about 15 here in the valley. So that's kind of typical what we have been for most of the past couple of days. Air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups, but lowering, and probably most of your day you're going to look at air quality in the moderate range for tomorrow. Let's get into your Super 7-day forecast because it's still very hot. Look at the temperatures for tomorrow. 106 degrees, your high temperature, already closing in on the triple digits by about noon, and certainly getting there as we get into the afternoon hours. So another very hot day Tuesday. We said it earlier in the show that excessive heat warning remains in effect through Tuesday and could even get extended to Wednesday with a high of 105 there. Then things start to taper off a little bit. We're looking at temperatures kind of gradually trending down towards 100 degrees as we head into the weekend and into next week. So if we get a day cooler than we expect either this weekend or next week, we could break out of this heat wave fairly soon, but it's going to extend to at least 10 days, probably at least a dozen days here before it's over. See a little bit of cloud cover in that 7-day forecast as well. We're going to continue to monitor that monsoon moisture. At this point, I'm not calling for rain over any of the next couple of days, but it's definitely possible that we see another wave of moisture driving into Kern County, and certainly the temperatures staying warm all through the forecast. But just like here in the valley, everybody trending down into the weekend and into next week.